What up, man? Welcome to the What More Can I Say podcast. Right away, episode we on. 217 episodes. I'm one of your hosts, Kapone. Let's go ahead and introduce you to the other members of the pod. First lady of the pod, only lady of the pod, Fluffy and Fine, KeKe. What's up?
Hello, friends. What's up?
Trying to speed through this.
I know. We got things to do.
We got things to do.
People to see.
All right, man. The funny man of the pod, my little bro, Zach Boog. Woo woo.
Woo woo.
Woo, 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 woo.
What's happening?
Woo woo.
Just nothing, man. Just making it another day.
So,
come on, let's get to it. Come on.
Yeah, we gotta let everybody know. KeKe has a lot to do. She has a big time panel discussion going on in Toronto, so she's technically leaving the country, not the continent.
Yes.
She's leaving the country. I hope they let you back in without any tariffs.
Don't steal out there, because we ain't getting you out.
No.
I don't steal.
You go to jail out.
I don't smoke.
And they got a law against gin drinkers.
What about Black and Mouse?
Don't be smuggling no tobacco out there.
No, I'm going to be on my best behavior so I can get right back to the pod.
Yeah,
all right.
Absolutely. And unfortunately, pod fam, I had a death in the family. Very important lady. My grandma passed away. So I'll be taking a couple days next week. So we won't have any pod Monday and Tuesday, but we'll be back. We'll be back Wednesday.
Yeah, whenever you feel up to it.
No,
honestly.
we ain't going to be.
You need to take your time.
We going to be off. Y'all ain't gonna see us for a while.
Where you going?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking to the pod fam.
What?
We gonna be gone for a little while. We got things going on. Okay, KeKe gotta go out the country. Tone had death in his family, and I'm getting a BBL.
Yes, it's time.
I'm getting my knee BL where I can get tall. So I need a few days, few weeks to heal. So we will see y'all again. When we see y'all again, everybody will be back, but I'll be 6'3".
Crazy,
please.
Crazy. Well, let's get into this. Brittany Renner and Kevin Gates, are they married? They pulled up to Basketball Wives season 12, and she was wearing a ring and calling Kevin Gates her husband.
There it is. Well, what else I need to know?
Right.
I guess they are.
They doing the right thing.
That's the way KeKe said you should do it.
Yes.
What?
Following God's way. She said all that fornicating,
Yes.
all that, just getting married, find you one person and just be with them.
Mm-hmm.
So do you approve of this relationship?
I think there are two people that deserve each other.
Damn.
What's wrong with that?
That's shady.
That is not shady. I think they have found.
Anytime somebody say it's two, y'all deserve each other, that means there's some shade in that.
No,
There's a lot of shade.
It's not just like, oh, I'm happy for y'all.
What?
That's different.
Yeah.
But y'all deserve each other. You got to watch people's words. Deserve each other.
that's no shade.
Oh, that's old school shade.
Y'all know I love me some Kevin Gates. I think he has found his match.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
I mean, they did it the way people are getting ready to start getting married. And that's just, I like you a lot. I like you a lot. Either you're going to have a ceremony or not, but it's no paperwork. Here's a ring. You're my wife. You're my wife. It's no benefit to anybody with that paperwork on you.
I ain't mad at you. That's
That
the truth.
paperwork never work out. It don't work out for the guys, KeKe. I don't work out.
What do you mean? It don't work out for women all the time.
What
It
do
don't
you
work
mean?
out for
So
wo-
what is it? So when women come out of a divorce, now let's just say that this is, and I'm about to ask seriously.
Yes.
When women come out of divorce, let's just say infidelity was involved. He cheats, and you say, you know what, I can't handle it, I'm gone. Now when he leaves you, and there was no paperwork involved, you could gut that man gut him. Is that? Well, so your heart being broke is worth gutting his finances for the rest of the life?
What do you mean? What are you saying?
I'm just asking.
Because if we're not married, how can I gut him?
No. I'm saying if you do it the traditional way.
Okay, we do it the traditional way.
Paperwork way.
Yes, the paperwork way. Yes.
You do it, the paperwork on the table.
Yes.
He cheats on you, and then you gut him. That's fair business?
Fair business. It just depends on the specifics in the marriage. I think the issue is y'all looking at the breakup instead of going into marriage like people used to go into marriage. Is we gonna die together? We're gonna die together.
But we know that
that's
didn't
how.
happen.
But that's how you suppose. You should not be getting married if the option of divorce is on the table. You shouldn't even have that in mind. So that's the bigger issue. What is you throwing your head back for? Because when I walk down the aisle and we get married, my intent and your intent should be we gonna die together. There is no divorce.
So
KeKe.
your
That's
intent
not-
when you
so
drive
when
your
you-
car
KeKe.
is
So-
not to get into an accident.
I
But you put on your seatbelt every damn time.
understand
It's a
that.
precaution
Nope,
in
nope.
everything.
But there's choices in life. There's choices,
That's
right?
right.
So when I get in the car, I don't have a choice if somebody rear ends me, hits me, whatever. I don't have a choice in the matter.
Right.
But if we are two people who are making a promise to God, we are supposed to stay locked into that
What
promise.
happens if you fall out of love, though?
It doesn't matter. You fix it. Fall back in love.
Ooh,
You supposed to work through every. If you do it like the book say do it, ain't no gutting each other. But the problem is y'all don't get in that word. Y'all ain't in that book. So y'all want to go and take each other to court. And now we done got to the point where people like me, when we get married, it ain't legal. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you
KeKe.
said. We had a nice wedding. Ja Rule performed. I got a ring. We having a good time. Tone on the mic. We having it's lit. That's now I got to do like that because y'all not in y'all word like y'all supposed to be.
Okay, let's just be real.
Be real.
A lot of if you just look at the statistics, most marriages fail.
Yes.
Not some, most fail. The first and second ones. You know, then they say if you get remarried, it's more likely that the second one gonna fail too. So it's something within. I don't think people are going into it like, oh, let's just leave. I think people are going into it for the long haul, think they gonna have the long haul, but the long haul doesn't happen. And you keep talking about the book.
Yes.
The book was wrote in before.
I don't care.
And I mean, you can't.
It's
ain't
still
nothing
right.
else. The book also say don't wear cotton. Everybody in here got a cotton shirt on.
It is still right.
Okay?
It is still right.
It's some things are just dated. Okay.
So?
If the Bible was written to the day, it would say thou shall. If she try your ass and she don't get half, it'd be something in
No,
there.
it wouldn't say that.
Let me tell you
No,
something.
it wouldn't.
King, who wrote what's the Bible name? King, what's the
King
name?
James Version.
King James been dead 7,000 years, KeKe. It's certain things that we have to change just because of due to the times. And divorce is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? When I got married, you think I was waiting on a divorce? I wanted to stay.
Exactly, definitely did.
I wanted it.
Definitely
But
did.
guess what? If you let me outside, I'm gone.
Exactly.
It was crazy to me. I never seen, and I got to give it to you. You see a dude on the radio,
Talk about it.
comic.
Come on,
Yeah,
man. Tell
please.
us.
You think
A
I believe what
comic.
Tone's talking
And
about?
because
he's telling the
he's
truth.
an anomaly. Honestly, I got to, and you know what? And I attribute it to him coming up in a 2-parent household.
Yeah.
Because he was, I mean, you a comic, you're a popular radio personality, and Zach go out, bro. He just didn't entertain shit. He just
Didn't
didn't.
entertain nothing.
He just didn't.
Yes.
He didn't. And I was like, and I watched him. I was like, and I done seen a lot of married demons out here.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. But
I
I
would
respect Zach. So
actually
when Zach
leave
says it, I respect what he
To
said.
get away.
You
Because
used
I
to
know me.
leave.
As a married man, when I would be in the club, when I was in it,
Yes.
I know my weaknesses.
Yeah.
And I know beautiful women, music, me drunk, I need to get out of that. So I wouldn't drink and I would leave.
Wow.
He was Zach's
You know what
very
I'm saying?
smart
what
about
a
that.
what a faithful,
But-
beautiful black man.
Thank you,
God.
KeKe. Thank you, even though you don't mean it. But I still am going to take your sideways, low down, shady compliments.
Yes,
I
man of
take them how I
God.
can get them.
Ooh.
And she going to tell you all about the word, right?
Right.
And be shacking.
Bitch,
But
shag it
she
up.
will tell you all about the
Shag it
word.
up.
I sure
Giving
will.
Tim some of that good love.
Yes, yes,
All before marriage.
yes,
And you telling her to dig in the book.
I will.
You don't need, but the thing is, you don't need the paperwork.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
I do
No,
believe.
you don't. I
So
think
we
you
gon-
need a covenant with each other.
You absolutely do. You need a covenant with God, and you need that paperwork because if you
God
if
ain't got
you
nothing to do
choke
with
on
that
a chicken
paperwork.
bone,
Yeah.
if you choke on a chicken bone, I don't need your mama coming to tell me what's going to happen in my house.
Just give
Okay.
that.
You put that in, you can put that in paperwork.
You can put
That's
that in
what,
paperwork.
that's what I said.
You can
we
put that
need
in writing.
paperwork. We need paperwork.
You can put that in writing,
Yeah.
but without the.
You
I
need
guess
it.
what I'm saying, you don't need the state. And yes, if you want to do something legal with God in front of your pastor and get the blessing of the Lord on it,
Yes.
but you can do that. I think you should exchange rings, vows,
Yes.
all of those
Yep.
traditional things that
Yes.
came from being married. You know, the state signing something and putting a stamp on it. That's not God.
That didn't happen
But
in
you
God.
guess-
That ain't God.
That
You
didn't
know
happen
what?
in the Bible
State.
time.
But you know what?
They had no paperwork.
didn't have no
about it.
paperwork.
Look how
No
y'all
paperwork
leave
in the
now.
Bible.
Look how y'all leave now with that in there. Can you imagine when it's
Y'all
not in
leaving.
there?
Women are filing divorce. It's
When
the
it-
women filing
because
they
y'all do-
protected by the state in that paperwork.
Yes,
But if
and
they
so-
weren't, they might stay.
That's true. But y'all already are doing a terrible job with it in there. So imagine when we take it out, it's a free fall. Now you really don't care if you get caught in the club because you're like, where's she going?
What-
She
I mean,
need my money. She need this. She need.
No,
Where's she going?
I know
It
better
ain't
than that. They was
about
taking
the
goats.
money. It's like, hey, I did something wrong. And you had a right to leave me. God bless you, and I'm gonna lose you. It's gonna break my heart because I said came to the flesh.
Yes.
The flesh was weak, and
What-
I
what
lose
you
you.
do?
But guess what? I ain't gonna lose my house.
Hold on,
I
what-
ain't gonna lose my
What's that word you
did it
did?
real quick.
Sir Kane.
You sir claim. Sir claim. I sir claim to the
I tried to slide that in
I was
so
gonna let
fast.
him go. I'm gonna give him a few passes today because he's going through. But
I tried to slide.
No,
that.
y'all don't let my words go. I ain't letting the motherfucker go on nobody. Somebody sir claim. To the flesh.
oh my god,
Oh, well, that didn't come out
that
right.
is so funny.
But I just I think this is just gonna be the thing. I think people are gonna do exactly
I
what
don't know, man.
Brittany and Kevin did. And listen, let's take a listen to this real quick. Let's listen to this real fast.
Let me tell you what marriage is and who's marriage for. Marriage is for old people and poor people. Because when you broke, our parents, like my moms and all them, they married on a merit of like, okay, we're going to put our incomes together, have all these kids. And then when our kids, we're going to have 5, 10 kids back in the 60s, all them, they're going to have 5, 10 kids so they can work and bring income. So you poor. So you married for that. And now when you get old, somebody that to be by your side to take care of you. Outside of that, it's no advantage to a man. Why is marriage an advantage? What advantage? What does it do for a man when things go south? Like we gonna have to give up half our this, pay child support, but what do it's only advantageous to a woman.
Like that is a mindset that not only older dudes that are having, they're also young dudes that are having that, even and wealthy black women are having that are like, yo, we could just get married and we'll work out the terms and the paperwork terms, but we're not gonna just let the state decide. Because like you said in the good book and even before like slave times, you was married. Mm-hmm. That was it. You said you put a ring on it. It wasn't all of that paperwork, because what happens is you looking at people when you break up, especially infidelity, which is probably, I would say, I haven't done the research, but I assume it's the leading cause of people getting divorces.
Finances.
That people they're going to gut you because they are upset. They're going to gut you.
Right.
And I just don't think that's a terrible way to break up.
It's a terrible way, but why you cheating on me?
Because I wanted to have sex and I made a poor decision. People make poor decisions every day.
And people have to pay for the consequences.
Yeah, losing you.
Absolutely.
Not my income.
No, your income is tied into this marriage.
No, my income helps this marriage. My
Yeah.
income helps the marriage. If you make less than me, I'm helping you.
You're not helping
I am
me.
helping you.
You're not helping me.
Because
we're creating a life together.
No.
We are
But no,
one.
if I
Marriage,
make more money than you. So
No,
you
ain't
trying
no
to tell
I,
me
ain't no I.
I use
Ain't
and
no
your
I.
rationale, KeKe.
Ain't no I.
And yes, it is.
No, it ain't.
It's definitely an I and win. And that's what, if you want to win, you be with me.
Oh.
That's how I go. And the team aspect is, yes, you become a member of the team, but in every
a
team,
member of the team.
the team
This
says,
ain't T-ball, baby.
No,
We
no.
married. We're one.
A partnership.
We're one.
Do you actually think
You
a
need to get that
person
book.
that's rich,
need to
you
get that
actually
book.
think a person that's rich is not going to change your life? If you married a wealthy man, an
Yes.
extremely wealthy man,
Yes.
you ain't doing nothing.
Who's
He's
not?
helping you.
Who's
He
not?
just helps you.
I'm your wife. I'm doing a lot.
What?
That's the problem.
What?
Don't marry
What?
somebody you feel like that about. Don't marry somebody
No.
you feel like that about.
No, I'm
you
not.
gotta marry somebody that you know is just their mere presence is increasing the value of your life.
Yes.
We are
But
one.
you're
When
not
you get
acknowledging.
married,
You're not acknowledging the fact that a wealthy man coming in would change your entire life.
Yeah.
It would change your entire life. Your life is completely different.
Yes.
If you married a man that was worth $100 million, it is going to change your life. And you're not acknowledging. You're helping him. He's changing your life. Your life is changing. If I married a wealthy woman, let's just say, and we all know the women that I done dated. We all know. If I'm not gonna sit here, I've been a very, very successful radio personality.
Yes, you have.
If I had to marry one of them,
yes,
my life was completely changed because of them.
Right.
My mere presence don't mean shit. It makes her feel good. We feel great together. But in essence, she's changing my life. Same thing with Rocky. A$AP Rocky been fine. He married Rihanna. It changed his life.
right.
So what are you talking about?
Because you're looking at you're still looking at yourself as an individual. When you get married, you all become one.
You sat on this pod and talked about Cardi B and Offset. You talked about DDG and Haley Berry.
Yes.
You talked about A$AP
Yes,
Rocky.
I did.
And you've all said because they married these powerful women, it changed their life. But when a man says, when I tell you that if I'm rich and I change your life, now we won. Get out of here.
We are one. We are one.
We are one.
What you want me to say? That's marriage. You cannot go into a relationship thinking you are the prize.
Here's my issue with it, though. I just think that what the advantage and what you can't have is, for whatever the reason, the marriage is over. Because if the job is to fight through it and build through it, then we both got to fight on both sides. You got to fight to love me again if I was to cheat, and I got to fight to stay with you as well. Mm-hmm. So if we're both fighting for the marriage, then we should do that. But if you decide to leave the marriage, then I don't think that you should be high and dry. But I shouldn't have to pay you every month for the rest of until you get married again, or until that's ridiculous, because you decided to leave the marriage, the thing that we were supposed to work to fight for. Mm-hmm. And what you just said, KeKe, was you should fight to the end. Mm-hmm. We should work through it.
You should work through it.
So if I cheated, then you should still work through
right.
that.
Mm-hmm. But you should also change your ways and ask God for forgiveness for you cheating.
Yes.
Not you cheat on me and I should stay with you and let you continue to make. Because then if you want to play that game, let me make a couple mistakes and see how long you're gonna stay.
Well, okay, I will. But guess what? You can leave. You can leave.
I know
but you
all
shouldn't
for
have
people
access
leaving,
to my money for the rest of my life.
I don't think it's
because you know what, money is the most important thing to them. And that's the problem in life.
No.
Above all is they money.
No.
And that's where it hurts. It ain't about the love. It ain't about losing your family. It ain't
because
about the
that's what men are valued.
It ain't about the lie. It ain't about the lie you telling God. It is all about their money.
No,
because guess what? A man with no money has no value. So you're right, KeKe. It is about our money. Because guess what? A broke man, the first thing y'all will say is you broke. You ain't got no money. A broke man is not taken care of. A broke man is not loved.
I think you're not giving credit, honestly, to men's feelings about losing their wives and losing their families and losing their
y'all
friends.
Not talking about that. Y'all talking about money. That's all y'all keep talking about.
But no, listen. I'm getting to something. I'm getting something. That is a tremendous hurt, right?
Yes.
I cheated on you. That is a tremendous hurt. I'm gonna lose I'm losing my whole family, my whole way of life. Mm-hmm. Now I done lost everything. Now on top of me losing everything, I don't have, on top of everything, now I'm getting gutted financially. That's not a fair situation. Right. I'm not signing up for that. I'm just not signing up. If I make a mistake, the loss is you, and trust me, I know loss like anybody on this pod. I definitely done lost some shit because of my poor choices. Mm-hmm. And you got to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, damn, you made these poor choices. But I'd be goddamn if somebody get what I worked hard for. That before I met you, that I slept on floors for, that I worked on holidays for, that I missed spending time with my now passed away grandma for. I wish I would give you $1 of what I got.
Right. Money's most important.
It's not the money. It's the work that went into making the money. Because didn't nobody give us none of us in this room the money that we got. Didn't nobody give us none. Ain't none of us no goddamn what is it? What's the kind of baby?
Trust fund, baby.
Trust fund, baby. Ain't none of us in here. The money is the prize for the hard work that we put in.
Absolutely.
That's why we care about it so much.
Absolutely.
That's why me and
She's
Kiki-
saying this, but she ain't going.
I just told
I
y'all
do.
last episode I would kill somebody for taking
her
half my
money.
money.
She just talking. Don't
I
let
just
her
have
get
to
you
speak.
fired
I have
up.
to speak the
I
truth.
know what you're doing.
No, I'm just speaking
Cause
the
if I say
truth.
something.
No,
It don't
you
mean it's
speaking
right.
not the truth.
It don't mean that's
Not
what
the
I
truth.
would do. Your ass would come up missing if I had to split my money with you. So
Man, Jay.
I'm with you on that,
Let's
but
do
it
it,
don't
man.
make it right.
Kiki got to write a check to a man for $500,000.
Yeah, he got to die.
like $500,000.
It's cheaper. It's cheaper to just get rid of him. So I'm with you on that. I feel you on that. But if we doing it the right way, money should not be the type priority.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get it. But I think because of the way things and people are built in 2025 and the way things are set up, I see this becoming more the norm. I know.
And I hate that for us because I feel like there's so much power in a successful marriage. There's so much
They still
power
getting married.
together.
They still getting married.
No,
we
no,
just
but
going back
you're-
to the biblical way. That's how they did it in the Bible. It wasn't no state there. It wasn't no this. Biblically, back in the day, it was biblical. You would come. Guess what? When Jesus was born, what they brought? They brought gifts. They brought incense and different things. And Joseph was Mary's wife, and they were together. And guess what? Mary cheated with God.
Oh
And
my
ha-
God!
and
You
Je-
need to
and
go.
Jesus
You need to stop because I don't know where you think. Mary ain't even have no sex, so you finna bust hell wide
look-
open, misquoting the Bible. You need to stop.
Mary okay, let me ask y'all something. Was Mary pregnant?
You
And
sick.
was Mary
You
pregnant?
are sick,
And it was God baby.
It just went
and
too
he's
far.
a PK. Sick.
It was God's baby.
Hey.
Oh,
I'm
y'all
not-
don't like the way it sounds, but it is what it is.
I
sick.
don't
It
know
is
what
what-
you're
I don't
talking
know
about.
what he's talking about.
Humanity was made on a little
If we
backslide.
go back and do it like they say do
I'm
it,
not laughing, Lord.
it will work
Make me
out.
Stop laughing.
if everybody's heart was in the right place, intentions right, marriage is a beautiful thing. And
It is,
it's,
but it's also become like a lot of things in life a hustle. And
Unfortunately.
in 2025, some of the most pure things that we've ever has turned into a hustle.
because you allowing people to hustle you. It's just like any other thing.
Well,
like
then-
you
but I don't
marrying
think
you
people
marrying the
allow
wrong.
people
A lot
to
of y'all
hustle.
marrying the wrong people. God ain't told you to marry that woman, and God ain't told you to marry that man.
KeKe,
That's why
that's
it's
not
ending
fair.
the way it's ending. If you was out here abstaining
That's not
and
fair.
waiting on your person and praying and fasting and finding out what God has
KeKe.
created for you, and you find your person, y'all will rock out to the end of time.
KeKe,
But y'all
that's not
marrying
fair.
big booties. Y'all marrying,
Come on now.
you know
That's
what I'm
fair.
saying?
Come on
big
now.
titties.
Yes,
y'all
fair.
marrying for credit scores and
Yeah,
investments
that's fair.
and wondering why it ain't working.
Come on now.
God ain't told you to do that.
Well,
That's
y'all
fair.
marrying muscles.
Okay, so you fair.
Y'all marrying muscles. Y'all marrying dudes with a check.
yes,
Yeah.
and good
I've
teeth
heard-
and everything else.
I've heard women say your first marriage is for money. I've heard women say
Yes.
your first marriage is for
Love.
no money, and your second is for love.
I'm a woman. The second
think
one
that it's
is for
reversed.
money and
Yeah.
comfort and stability. Your first one, you dumb. You trying to find
Yeah,
love.
yeah,
you
yeah,
want to be
that's what I
married
heard.
for love.
I think
After you learn all your lessons in that first marriage, you marrying somebody that's gonna keep you comfortable till y'all die. That's
So
how
let
that
me tell
goes.
you, I didn't
Yeah,
want
I
to. I
think
didn't want
that's
to tell
the
the
one.
whole part of it because I'm gonna tell you. A black lady told me this came from a black woman.
Yeah.
She said a white.
KeKe black.
She said a white. she said the white women.
Chicago.
She said the white women that she knew taught her to marry your first one for stability because you can leave him and then you'll be financially straight and then do your second marriage for love. That's the person you're gonna be with. That was the advice she was giving.
That makes sense too.
You
And
ain't trying to
like-
struggle old.
So she wasn't trying to struggle. So she was like, get your money first and then you can find love after you divorce them. So that tells you like, yeah, use the system basically is what she's saying to come up. And that's really the issue. All marriage is a beautiful thing. I agree with you,
It
KeKe,
is.
if done right. But sometimes the state gets in stuff and it makes it not beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Just because you
state ain't got nothing
Yes,
to
it do.
with
'Cause
your
driving
marriage.
is beautiful, but if you go past this, you end up with a red light ticket. You like, hey, I ain't nobody get hit.
Exactly.
Nothing, ain't
It's
nothing
not
happen.
a free for all. Marriage is not a free. There are
not.
rules and things
It
that come with marriage that y'all don't want to follow because y'all so used to living life doing what the hell you want to
No, I
do.
just don't
that
want you
ain't
to have
how
my
it.
money.
Just don't want you
Marriage,
to
you
take
are
all my
accountable
life.
to somebody else and for somebody
Yes.
else's life. You make
Absolutely.
a covenant in front of God. So there are rules and things that you are supposed to follow.
Losing
Yes.
them is enough.
To have a successful
Exactly.
marriage. Now you want to drive outside the speed limit and then wonder why your marriage ain't working or wonder why you getting pulled over. Duh. You breaking the law.
You are right, but I'm not giving you no money for it.
I ain't never went to jail. Knock on wood.
I ain't paying.
I ain't breaking no laws.
You got a lot of tickets, KeKe.
I do got a lot of tickets. But I ain't been to jail.
So you know about, and again, and there's some unpaid tickets.
They are.
There's unpaid tickets. Why? Because you don't want to give nobody your money.
That's
Thank
right.
you,
and when I got a boot on my car, I couldn't go down there and act new with them people. I knew exactly why I had a boot on my car. So if your marriage ain't working, look in the mirror.
I again, before we move on to this Nick Cannon thing, I just think this is just a wave. I know too many people.
You want it to be the way. I know you do.
I don't. It's not. I don't want it to be. I just think it's the smart. Because either I was gonna get married and you was gonna sign some of the most ironclad paperwork you've ever signed in your life. You was gonna sign a marriage contract that is very similar to my iHeart contract. I was gonna go get me one of them iHeart lawyers. Hey, I need this in here. I need no wiggle room. Because it's just, or you gonna get married and just be a ring on and no paperwork. I just think that's the thing.
Or just be together forever.
That's it.
I want us to get back to believing in the fairy tale of what marriage can be. If it's done right.
Okay. I'm telling y'all, never mind.
Well, we was wondering when this was going to happen. Nick Cannon's baby mama, Elisa Scott, called him out on IG claiming that he hasn't seen their daughter in over a month. We knew all of the dudes that have multiple children and multiple baby mamas, we knew that this was not going to be sustainable, that everybody was going to be happy. When you saw this, Zach, what did you think?
Told you so. Because it was sustainable while the babies were little and could be up under their mama and don't have a lot of action going on. It's not sustainable to have that many baby mamas and that many children because guess what? Money is cool and being able to provide for them, but they gonna want to see you. Okay, and when them kids get older, the older and older these kids get, the tougher and tougher it's gonna be for Nick because he's gonna have to still earn and make money. But he's going to have to see all these different kids with all these different birthdays, with all these different school things going on. With all each kid is going to have their own life that he's responsible to being a part of. So you are in trouble. You've spread yourself too thin. You can have a lot of kids maybe with one woman because guess what? You know it's all housed out of that same area. But once you have multiples, you at the mercy of them, of where they want to live, where they going to go, what game is here, and the life that you have to even provide for them. He's cooked.
And you're a busy guy.
And you're a busy man, period. So you cooked. It was cool when they were babies and the babies ain't doing nothing. You just go see the mama. Hey, how you doing? Let me hold the baby, give it back. Here, you want some money? You want a check? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You want a car? Cool, everything. But when you start having to divvy up your time, he was going to lose this battle 100%. The best thing Nick Cannon can do, and I've been telling him what to do, bro. Listen to me, man.
What?
Get you a subdivision in L.A. Get the designer to build the houses look all alike. Nobody got more than the next. Same square footage, same amount of house. Move all them women in that house, pay all their bills, every last one of them, to get them to live in one neighborhood. And then you come to the neighborhood and everything had to be done there. We got birthday parties here. We got sports stuff here. We got everything. That's the only way. Or you going to be all over. Think about LA traffic. What if his son got a graduation while the other one got a birthday? And it's on two sides of the...
Oh, no, bro. He cooked.
It's what can you do? You can't be at both. You FaceTime in one looking goofy.
And then crazy,
you know daddy love you, right?
Where daddy at?
Now the mama gonna have a feeling like, oh, you love this child more than this child. Yep. Now you have to deal with that.
Alicia Scott heard where daddy at one too many times and went to IG. What you think, KeKe?
I mean, it was bound to happen. Can't nobody trick the system. And having that many kids, baby, this is the first step because now what has happened is she spoke out. That let the other baby mamas know. When I'm feeling spicy, I'm gonna go harder. You know what I'm saying? It's always like kids. When you let one kid get away with something, now here come all the other, baby mamas. The floodgates are gonna open, and I hate that because we love and adore Nick Cannon.
For sure.
But his personal life, he has made it so public with all these different women, and I just want to know what was the point what was the point? Like, what good did he see in? I know people that love to have big families, but do it with one woman. Hell, do it with 2 women.
2, 3.
Like, damn.
3 was cool.
3 could work out. You know what I'm saying? But damn, 6, 7, 8. I don't understand that, and I don't understand why anybody would make this their life.
My bad.
G Herbo here.
Yeah, I was trying to get that ready. Bad audio. I had it in the
You know that audio whooping his ass
I
again.
know. I'm sorry, Tone. I done talked about him. Now he want to have it ready. Go ahead, friend. Go ahead.
No, finish your thought.
No, it's done.
Okay.
We pray for Nick Cannon.
Okay, cool. Here we go.
I need to know the G Herbo prayer because now to go from that, you got RA, 2 girlfriends together, 1 happy family, man. How do we get here? Give me the G Herbo prayer.
Honestly, bro, it's really just seeing it through. I don't look at my first baby mama like she's not still a part of my family. You feel what I'm saying? So we might be arguing bad on Tuesday, but Wednesday, you still my family. I'm not holding a grudge. The way I carry the situation, I kind of forced them to carry it the same way. You know, I'm like, I didn't force it on them, but I forced it where it's just like, y'all my family no matter what.
Y'all
You know
might
what
as
I'm
well
saying?
get with the program.
We don't have no choice because I'm going to actively be at all my kids' lives. I'm going to actively have all my kids together. So they was avoiding having that conversation. Once they had the conversation, they was cool.
Yeah. So I mean, he's figured out how to make a blended family work. I don't know if it could work for with 12, KeKe. What you thinking?
I love.
He don't have 12 baby mamas. Nick has
He only
what?
got 2.
2.
Nick Cannon is. I mean,
No, I'm
G
saying Nick
Herbo's
Cannon
dealing
got-
with 2
got-
kids,
Yeah.
2 mamas,
No, he has 3 kids and
3
2 baby
kids, 2 mamas, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he all right.
But one thing about G Herbo is he's a very unproblematic person. It seemed like, you know what I'm saying? Like it seemed because this was it don't work out when you dipping back with different baby mamas. That's when it get real messy. But when you really establish and you and your baby mama set some boundaries and y'all start acting like brother and sister or cousins or something, it can really work out where you can have your baby mamas be cool because you're not doing nothing that you ain't supposed to. So back when it was a little messy and different, you saw the results of that. You know what I'm saying? I was there on the internet. So it's like once you, as the man in that situation, you are the leader. And you have to set the tone and set boundaries with both. And that will help them have a successful relationship. But sometimes you have baby daddies who, they want to stay out of it. They just let the women amongst themselves. That ain't going to work. That ain't gonna work. If somebody gonna get upset, it's gonna be some problems. You have men who still sleeping with one and dipping back in this, that's gonna be a problem. But when you have an unproblematic person like G Herbo who has decided to let the women be, and I'm gonna make sure everybody happy, it works out well. So I think y'all could take a lot from G Herbo and his approach.
That sound good.
Who's y'all?
Oh, not you. I'm men.
She was saying y'all, not us.
Oh, okay.
What you want to fight us on?
I only got 1.
What do you think about G Herbo's statement?
I think it was on point for what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? I think he's trying, like you said, I think he's doing the best with. Sometimes you can just play your hand. It's like spades. You get the cards and you got to play your hand the best of your ability. And I think he's playing it the best of his ability. He's trying to figure out how can I peacefully make this happen and be in my kids' life without them fighting. And that's all you can try to do. And Nick Cannon gonna have to do the same thing. He's gonna have to figure out how can I make this work. And it's gonna be tough. It's going to be tough.
Always. He got too many. Just got too many. He just got too many. It's just like he's going to do the best he can in a situation that probably he can't win at because we all know Nick and we've all met him and interviewed him 1,000 times. He got a good heart. You're not a guy that doesn't care about his kids.
Definitely
I just
cares about his
think
kids.
even with him not seeing his kid for a month, I don't think he just said, you know what, man, skip that kid. It was probably a lot of business opportunities that was happening that he got to take because he got to fund this super families that he's created. And so that kid caught the shit end of the stick, so to speak. But, I mean, as far as like G Herbo, I mean, he got 2 fine baby mamas. I ain't mad at him for loving to watch them hang out with each other. Even if you don't nothing ever happen, you just want to see it together.
And that's the problem.
Yes, Lord.
That's Lord. Here he's just sitting there eating some wings. You're like, this is so cool. Because it's got to be when you have multiple baby mamas, having them together is important. Not the girls, so to speak, the kids. That was always my thought. It's like, yo, I got brothers from my dad Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got other brothers. So we didn't really all go. We didn't grow up together. We didn't share a lot of experiences together. They don't, it took us a while to be, I guess, to make it happen for us as we became adults. Like my kids, they all grew up with each other.
Mm-hmm.
They had at least summers that they can all go back. They spent time with each other in summertime. They spent time with each other on holidays. So they know each other. They experienced each other. So that was always important to me. I didn't want one to be here, and nobody knew each other.
Yeah.
Yep. I get it. That's a fear of mine.
Yeah. All right, what else we got here before we get out of here? Because this is a quick pod. Oh, yeah, did you guys see Kodak Black talking about, he basically got into it with a girl over flying her out. Did you see that? What I miss? What just happened?
Look at your phone.
I can't look at my phone.
Girl, if you don't get me out this dress.
Look at KeKe in this dress.
What happened? My phone is on
The
the
Shade Room, shout out AC. She just sent a picture of us for the Met Gala happening
For the
tonight.
Met Gala show.
And girl, whose body is this?
Y'all look at us.
What is this?
KeKe, you got a BBL in there.
This is hilarious.
That's medium
girl.
KeKe right there.
Girl.
Medium KeKe.
Girl.
BBL.
This is actually hilarious. Whose bodies are these?
Whose-
Is this us?
I don't know.
Because when I look at the hands, it kind of look like my hand. No, that ain't me.
That ain't tone finger.
Cause I ain't that hairy on my. That ain't tone fingers either. Oh no, them fingers got tattoos on it. You ain't got no tattoos on your fingers. This is great. This is
Girl, get
hilarious.
us off of there.
Live from the Met.
Oh, tonight y'all gotta watch. Oh,
Live from the Met.
This is so
that
funny.
is hilarious.
I don't know. Now y'all just pay attention.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
We caught at the same time though. Like it was too.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. What do y'all want to go? Since we talked about the Met Gala, y'all want to talk about Kodak Black or the Met Gala?
Let's talk about what is Kodak Black doing?
Kodak Black got into it with a girl online about flying her out, and he asked her, he said, you supposed to take me to get something to eat, and he was like, I did. It's barbecue in the refrigerator. I told you to eat.
Kodak, please.
He said it like he just.
She was like, I ain't eating that. That's probably something you had with another girl just here yesterday.
He said, I just made that. You eat that barbecue I just cooked.
No, Kodak, please.
Kodak, take the girl out to get
Kodak,
something.
go to
to eat.
rehab.
So his barbecue in the refrigerator is so funny though.
That's some. Mm-mm.
Yeah. I mean, the fly out stuff, we've all gone through it. The fly out stuff, ladies, don't fly out if you just met a dude. Don't fly out if you ain't really had no conversations with him on the phone. You just going to go see a city.
Yep. If you
That's
gonna fly out, have
expectation.
your own stuff too, man. Like get your own room and all that. Get your own if you gonna fly out. Like if I fly out, I'm getting my own everything.
I
That's
fly a
right.
girl out, I'm getting her. You
I'm
fly a
not
woman
staying
at
with
time.
no woman
You fly.
that I'm
in-
flying to see. I'm not. I'm
No,
staying
I
in a
didn't say you
hotel,
fly.
bro.
I'm not saying you. If you flying to see her, of course you get a hotel. You don't go stay in no one.
I'm not gonna stay in her crib.
No. You
So I
gotta-
don't think women should do that with guys if it's your first time.
but you get her the room if you fly. out.
Well, let him get you a room. I'm just saying, make sure you have your own stuff. Like I
And a
wouldn't
ticket home.
and a ticket. I wouldn't fly out. But then the thing is, then you still at the mercy of him if he get mad or something. Just kind of have your backup plan. Like have your stuff together if you're gonna go fly out and see a dude. Because these dudes they be tripping. A lot of these guys be like, "Oh, you ain't giving me none. You gotta go." That's wild to me.
I mean, I feel
You
you
gotta-
gotta talk to somebody long enough. Like you having some conversation on the phone, they could come to your house.
Bro, some of these dudes, see, you thinking like a player. A lot of these dudes are corny. And they be cornballs. And they think because they bought a ticket, it equals the vagina. So they don't want to do the work of talking to her or getting her to really like them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
They,
so you saying they just
they
giving
think,
a ticket
a
out
lot
the
of them
gate.
think because she flying out, she know what's up.
like Kodak.
And that'd be weird. I'm like, that's not player. That's the fly out should be the icing on the cake, brother. You should set up the weekend where it's you should know you gonna win. Not to the point where y'all ain't talk that much. You offered to fly her out, then she think y'all just gonna get to know each other, and then you expecting sex. And now she in a weird situation. Now you mad. If you take a L, you
What
gotta
if she
take a
fly
real.
herself out?
That's even more reason she ain't gonna get you none. That means I have invested in just trying to get to know you. Now you can still try to do your 1-2 and and get her to like you into giving you some, but it's not guaranteed, bro. A flight don't mean you finna get some. And I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions these young players got going on is they think that the work is in the flight. That ain't the work.
What's the work,
You
Zach?
still
Go
gotta
and give
do
some
the work.
game.
You gotta do the work. You still gotta talk to her. You gotta get the flowers. You gotta take her out. You gotta give her the experience to make her want to give you some. You should get back and she be on you. It should be on some players, like not you trying to. You ain't gonna give me. That's lame to me.
Right.
I've always thought that was corny.
KeKe, somebody try to fly you
Soon
out?
as she lands, trying to take her to the hotel, huh?
Yeah, we going back to the room. She
Damn.
like,
Can I
okay.
see the city?
Damn.
Please? Can we
You
go to the
supposed
bean?
you supposed to show us stuff you don't care about.
Can we
You
go to
ever get
Navy
flued out,
Pier?
KeKe?
Huh?
You ever get flued out?
No.
Somebody ever fly to see you?
Mm-mm.
That girl been in
I like me in the
2
Chicago.
relationships her whole life.
She like me in that
Poor
walk.
woman ain't experienced no life.
I don't want to get flued out. I'm too scary for stuff like that. I think everybody is a serial killer. I think, you know what I'm saying? Like, fly me out with my friend coming with me. Like, somebody got to come with me because I'm scared that you're going to try to kill me.
And that's the biggest way not to get flew out.
See?
Messing with me, talking about your friend coming with you.
Yeah, like, I'm not. Unless you, Mariana or somebody like that, I'm not trying to fly to see you. You can come see me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What about you, Tom?
Oh,
Do you have the expectation of sex when you fly somebody out?
He absolutely do.
Yeah.
He
100%.
said,
Talking
yeah.
about what we talking about here, but I'm also a player. I'm not doing that unless I know.
No, right.
You
right.
not even if you flying yourself out. I'm not letting you. I'm like this ain't a good time to come.
Yeah.
This ain't a good time. No, I'm not. We gotta have some type of connection.
Right.
We've been talking, and that conversation. Everybody except KeKe
What?
knows when the conversation then turned, and it's like now y'all.
You know when it's
Yeah, you know
and
when
it got spicy.
It got a little spicy on it.
You can't fly out before it gets spicy because you rolling the dice.
Yeah.
You are rolling the dice. You ain't even let it.
You doing too much.
Yeah, you ain't let the.
Yeah. Now I did fly see somebody one time, and it was like she thought she was like, "Yo, this it, we doing it," but she got a little wasted. I'll never forget. It was the craziest. We kicking, having a great night, kicking it, drinking. We having a good time, and then we get back in the room, start making out. We kissing, we doing this. And she stopped and pushed me away and said, "Where am I?"
Oh no. Oh no.
My God.
Oh, you almost got.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I said, this is Uncle Shay Shay before Uncle Shay Shay.
You
I
almost
see my
got.
life flash before my eyes. I'm panicking. I'm like, you back in the room. You said you wanted to come back in the room. She said, oh, okay. All right. I said,
Oh no. I would've got up out of there.
But she was too drunk to let her get back in her car. So I just like, yo, let's just lay down and relax. I laid down and we got up. So now, in my mind, I wanted to kick her out. Once we got up in the morning, I wanted to kick her out. But I ain't gonna lie, I was scared about what could have happened. I was like, if I just kick her out, she could say something happened.
Yeah.
I brought up, I don't know what happened. So I was like, hey, you want to go to breakfast? I was like,
You gotta leave home. Good
Baby.
note.
Oh, good. No, we went to
good
breakfast,
terms.
and I had to tell her about we walked to breakfast. I told her about what happened. She was like, "Oh no, I don't even remember that." She was like, "Oh," and then she's like, "I wish we would have did something. I was wanting to." I said,
Baby, I would have went Instagram live. From the
"Uh-uh."
moment she said, "Where are we?"
I'm
We
like,
would have been on live the whole night, sleeping everything.
Man.
Y'all, you ain't finna allow me, lady.
Bro?
Yeah.
Where am I?
Where am I?
Wildest,
It scared the hell out of me.
It
Yep.
scared the shit out of me, and I was just like, it affected. It affected. I mean, we ended up having a little. You know,
still
what I mean?
hit her, didn't you?
Of course. Not that time though.
Oh,
Not that time. It was like probably like 3 weeks after that. We just kept talking on the phone, and I was like, "Yo,
that would have scared the dog
Yeah.
out of me.
yeah."
I remember one time I left the club, and it was this chick. I was in college, and it was this chick I had been with for a minute. We went out. We had a good time. And I never forget. I literally stayed around the corner. And this is when I was younger and I didn't quite understand that when you see a woman, don't let her. Sometimes you got to stop a woman from herself when she's drinking. Okay, you be like, hey, that's enough, or you know what I'm saying, let's get a water. Like I can see it now. But I was young, I didn't know. We get in the car, we headed back to my house. We get into the drive. Now, mind you, I live around the corner. We get straight in the drive-through. She opens the door and throws up as soon as we getting out. And then at that moment, I knew it was over. I said, yeah, it's over. And I took her upstairs, put her in my bed, let her sleep, and I slept on the couch. And she woke up. She was like, thank you so much. I never got that.
That's like the first night KeKe told me about her and Big Tim. She got super drunk and then off some gin.
Yeah. But she,
No.
lady, let me ask you something, KeKe. It's from a woman's perspective.
What?
Do ladies know when they owe a man a little coup de cat?
We don't owe y'all.
Do y'all know when y'all owe us?
We don't.
Because
owe
in our
y'all.
mind, we be like, she owe me. Like we do a good deed. You know, when we do a good deed
I know.
where we could have been a dog, we feel like, hey, we should be rewarded for our good work. You know what I'm
Do
saying?
y'all know?
Do y'all know, or y'all talk to a dude for a very long time and you know it could have went there and should have went there, but it never did? In a man's mind, we like, you know, she still owe me something. And like, do y'all know when y'all owe a man?
We don't owe
Do y'all know when y'all in
anything. We don't owe y'all anything. But yes, women know we can feel the vibe when y'all thirsty. Yes.
No, not when we thirsty,
No,
because
it's-
we let
it's
it go.
giving-
We
it's
play
giving
it.
thirsty.
No, it ain't
It's giving
thirst. It ain't
thirsty.
thirst. If it was,
No, y'all gonna y'all get right up and show a little thirst. And then when she let you down after that, then y'all going about y'all business. But y'all gonna get a little thirsty first before you move
What's
on.
a little thirsty?
Y'all know how y'all are.
What's a little
I know
thirsty?
you a little
The
thirsty.
second try.
Yeah, you just trying. You know how y'all try. And ain't nobody about to.
I
Yeah.
had Judge Wade let me put my hands at.
See, women.
If my hand can go like on certain spots, I'm good.
yeah.
I'm good. It just I gotta figure out.
You got the test spots while you out on the date. You start here. You walk in, you might hit her with the waist real quick and see where you can go.
Yeah.
See what she allows.
Like a woman, if a woman is overly touchy on me, then I know. You in there. Well, because women don't touch nothing they don't want.
Mm-hmm.
They don't touch nothing they don't want, and they don't let nothing touch them that they don't want.
But if they overly not touchy, you ain't getting it. You guys will.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Get your ass on.
If she make an effort
Ooh.
to put a distance between y'all, oh, it's
I
a
see
wrap.
that one. That ain't never happened to me, thank God.
Oh,
The jerk. It's like, hey.
No, I ain't had the jerk, but I've had some situations where she was like, "Nah, it ain't happening tonight."
Yeah, I definitely had.
And it's not always personal. Y'all take everything personal.
No, I
like
do.
Somebody turning you down.
Oh, you turn me
She
down, I'm out. I don't like to be
It could
turned
be
down.
something going on down there. She's trying to save you from it.
Well, that's cool. I'm out.
Right. But it's not like a personal thing. She might have wanted to give it to you, but she just couldn't.
But you can tell those too. Usually, you can tell when a woman want to give it to you, but she's holding back
she
from
drink
a
water all
reason.
night.
Yeah.
Antibiotics.
When she,
I'm not drinking tonight.
Right.
I've just been on water.
She keep ordering cranberry juices and stuff.
Yeah, that means that clap ain't wore off.
Something, right. So, yeah.
Like, I be seeing you, and you be drunk as hell, lady. And now all of a sudden it's a dry May.
Right.
A dry May.
Now you trying to get your life together.
Right. So.
Like,
That's so funny. But yeah.
Moxicillin face ass.
You know a lot about it.
Hey, look, I lived a long life.
What else we got on here?
Baby, we got to go.
We gotta go.
Yeah,
we gotta go. Final thoughts, y'all.
Love y'all, Pod Fam. I don't know when we coming back, but it say on YouTube we celebrating 5 years on YouTube. So it's 5 years of stuff for you to go catch up on. So until we come back, I love you.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Hope y'all gon'. They didn't want to tell y'all this, but we breaking up.
Why are you trying to
They
start
didn't
drama?
they didn't want to tell y'all, and I said, tell the Pod Fam the truth.
Do not say that. We are not breaking up.
We
we
done.
We
ain't
got
gonna
a
see
lot
us.
of schedule conflicts coming up, everybody. Zach, I'm not even gonna
That's
let you get that
that's
up.
what they telling us, but we
Yeah.
really fighting.
Uh,
We fighting over rights.
I wish.
And ownership.
wish
How
it-
much money we got on the YouTube, KeKe?
Baby, $10.
We fighting over that $10, and it's gotten to blows.
Yeah, it didn't went too far.
It don't went too far.
Right. We just started getting commercials in our now we fight over 'em. But you always, we're not going to miss the Shade Room. So we got a special episode of the Shade Room Met Gala. You can check that out. Also, we got the Shade Room this Thursday. And then next week, we'll have one day apart, but definitely the Shade Room. And then we'll back. We'll be back on schedule.
Yep.
We'll be back on schedule because, we have
Just
to
a
be.
busy maid. That's it.
Y'all know Death Row Tony ain't gonna let us miss too many of these podcasts, child.
No, I'm
We're
not.
gonna be right back.
I'm not. Ryan, also, I got to talk to you. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to Ryder. Ryan, we got to talk about some clips. We need a couple of more of those popping off. Love you, Ryan. With that being said, what can we say?